can check, you can see, okay? And the one thing I would like to do, I would like, no, it's not this one, it's the other one, it's this one. You see, I would like to make this a little bit smaller myself, so that for you it's better. You see, now I made myself a little bit smaller up here, so that you can see much better the iPad. Okay, wow, that's cool. All right, so what I want to do, what we have to do, we do this together. We have to make the background, and then we're gonna fix a little bit this. But before doing that, I would like to make a background. So I would like to start something really dark on top. We're gonna erase all this, okay? This is from the old sketch. We don't care about that. So I already took this violet, which is dark. I'm making a little bit darker, okay, you see, and I try to create something that is really dark from the top, and then I make a little bit lighter coming down, right, like that. And now what I would like to do, I have to put some color here. So I think that what we could do, we could pick up this nice light color, okay, or maybe this one, which has to be warm. So let's see, you see, if I touch very light, I get those very nice type of strokes that look really cool. Let me turn off this light so it's better for you, okay? I think ciao Anish, don't worry, I was late too. Besides, the first words I said for about 3 minutes, I didn't have the microphone on, so nobody could hear anything. Don't worry. All right, so let me make something that is really kind of, you see, it's very interesting here how this is light and this is really dark. So maybe we can just imagine that this part is light, and then in the back it's gonna become really dark. Okay, so now I'm using a brush that is really big, you see. Now I make it a little bit smaller. I'm creating this shading, you know. I really want to make ciao Europe, welcome back. I want to make this shading in a way that looks really deep, you know. Okay, we'll come back later down here so that we don't get any problem with the car. Now I pick up again the colors and I go with this violet, you see, and I start making that transition. We want to make this part dark. Oops, I don't like those, yeah, this one, I didn't like that one. Okay. I leave a little bit of the light colors in this area because it has to become a sort of a dramatic effect, you know. So we need some light that, ciao Isaac, that some light that comes from the back, okay? Now, I make this really small. I make it bigger, and then I start thinking how to do this here, you see? Because here I would like really to make it dark. I make it a little bit bigger, you see, and I mix again. Oops, that's too dark. Okay, so let's check now what's going on, just to have an idea. You see, now we are getting something that it's becoming interesting. What do you think? Let me know. Now I come here, okay, and I start making this part lighter. Let's see how it is. If we don't like, we're gonna change it. So I make smaller the tip so that we can go a little bit more in detail. See, now I'm trying to mix in a way that it looks more natural. Okay, let's make it smaller. Let's make the transition in this area. And the transition has to be a little bit like, you know, we need this white, creamy white that goes more over there, you know? Not just in the center. Unless it's gonna be static, it's not gonna be good. Very nice, like the background colors. Thank you, Isaac. This is just the beginning. You will see what we're gonna do. Okay, let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, let's close it and let's check again. We have to check all the time because we want to have a control on that, okay? So you see, I think that we need really it's like there is light coming from the back, you see? It's very nice here. This just came up by accident, but it looks really cool. I won't touch it, you know? I just won't touch it. Okay, let's make this smaller so that I can see here. Okay, let's make it bigger and let's fix the detailing here. A little bit in the front. Okay, now smaller, and as you can see, we got some nice effect here. So what I need to do now is take this violet, okay, and bring it here. Oops. You see? Doing that, I get something that justifies this type of background. Anish, I like how the background kind of gives it a cool and bold feeling in my opinion. Oh, thank you, Anish. Now, after this, I will add a little bit of more of orangey warm light. This is just a base, you know. We are doing this because we want to make sure that that we have a good start, I would say. Okay, so now I take a little bit of darker, okay, and with this dark part I will make this part really dark. You see? We need a little bit of dark. This will help also to frame better the whole composition. And now that we have this black, I would say, I take really small tip to make details. Oops. Then I take this color, no, this one, and I do the back part because that's exactly the color we should have there. You see, little by little we are getting our composition. So, what do you think so far? Now it's becoming dramatic. A little bit, not too much, but a little bit, yes. Now we still need a little bit of dark here with the brush that is a little bit smaller, medium, I would say medium, and let's make this type of you know, you see, it's like when we have the light filtering from something strange from the sky. Okay, just a second. Ciao Andrea. I think I have a WhatsApp. Just a second. Okay, I answer to my message. Okay, so I think that we need a little bit more here. Because I think it's nice that we get this exactly behind the car, you know? And here I had to fix because it doesn't look good. So we take this color a little bit and we just move over, you see, to erase it a little bit. It was just too long. Okay. All right, so here we are with our background. Now there is one thing still that I have to do. Now let's take another color. Let's say that we put a very light blue, okay? Because we're gonna make this area a little bit cold. Okay, let's make a test and let's see what happens. Oops, that's too strong, but it's not bad. The color is beautiful. So I'm going to use that color. This color is going to help us. You're going to see. I'm sorry, you couldn't see it. You see, I'm always trying to make a gradation so that I don't find myself with something that looks really strange. Okay, so you see, it's almost like it is almost like a sky, you know. So we take this light blue and we're going to put it a little bit here. Now let's make really You see? Because we have to think that that stuff it's reflecting in this area. Besides, it's good for us because we need it. You see how I'm fixing the reflection? Okay, so now let's check at the right size, and as you can see we have a very nice reflection there going on, which makes it very shiny. Now the only thing we have to do here, we take this violet, we make it a little bit darker, and we create the darkest part, you know, so that we get that reflection really crispy, the way I like. You know, contrast. I love contrast. Then another thing that I would like to do is I take this part a little bit lighter and I put it here. Look, inside between the two black area, because when we are going to see all this smaller, you will see how beautiful that reflection will be. Okay, we're ready. You see? It looks nice. So that light blue, it's good. So let's go and pick it up again, and let's do now a little bit of the windshield. Okay, now we go back with the black. So I go and search for the black, and we do better that reflection. Okay. You see the reflection on the glass and the reflection in this area with that blue, it looks really good because it's really facing up that type of light. Now the only part that I forgot to put, it's here. Okay. All right, so now one thing we have to do, we have to fix this reflection here because it's not really well done. So I'm gonna do it this way. Now I make it bigger. I make this tip a little bit bigger. You see, I go in, I just make it black, plain black, I don't care. And then I take this color and I and I make the correction. Make a little bit bigger the point to make a gradation that looks nice. Okay, let's make it smaller. There you go. You see? Now that line, it's not really beautiful, to be honest. So let's try to fix it. It's black. Should be more around. Okay, now it's better. Fix this one too. Then let's fix a little bit the structure in the front. Okay. And then we have to fix a little bit on top here because it's a little bit messy. So I go from here and I remake that outline. Okay, now let's take a little bit of this color here and let's give a little bit of that light type on top of the roof for the little section we can see. Ciao Prasad, how drawing is better or digital drawing? Hand drawing. Will you suggest? But Prasad, the first thing is that freehand drawing on paper is number one. Okay, it's number one. Then once you know how to master whatever you want to draw on paper, then you can try digital, And about digital, I'm still in the stage of learning, okay? So this, I want to say it because okay. Now look, does it look nice? Now it looks much better. The whole thing, Okay, so now let's search for a nice orange like this one. Let's see what we can do with this orange, because here it's too much, this red. In my opinion, that red is just too shocking, So maybe I can put a little bit of orange. I made a mistake. Okay, now yes. You see that orange on top of that pinky looks much better, less vulgar. Thank you, Prasad. So let's do it. So now, because we have this orange, let's use it. You see, I don't want to erase the red pinky. I just want to calm it down with this orange, because it was just really too strong. Oops, too much. Okay, so now we need to do the same thing down here a little bit. And of course, where I put the red, we have to go with this and try to give a better feeling to the whole thing. Oops, sorry, made a mistake. Now, on my reflection here, you can see that I have that violet, but we have also black and this creamy color. So, first thing we have to do, we take that creamy color, okay, and we bring it a little bit over here, just a little bit. We have to do it. Okay, like that. Then I take the black, like this one, and I make the outline better. So there's still the pencil thing there. Then in that reflection, I do the same thing I did on the front part. Voila, like that. And then here we gotta do something interesting. We will do it. Now, first I complete here. Some little details so that I get a feeling of section. Oops. Okay. Now that I have this dark, okay, I take a bigger tip and let's make a nice transition between dark and violet that will be a little bit lighter. When will you be able to comment on my sketch this time, Carl? Adam, I don't know, send me your sketch. I don't know, I'm sorry. I get so many people sending me stuff that sometimes I don't even answer, to be honest. But anyway, send it to me, I don't know, Messenger or via Instagram, and then I will check. I will check if I see it, I'll check it. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay. Then another thing I want to do, I just need in there to make a little line here too, to clean up those reflections. Voilà. This way it's much better, believe me. And here too. You see how nice the reflection. Okay, so now one thing I have to do the same thing here. So first of all, let's take this light color, Adam just sent me the picture. Okay, after I will go and check it out. All right, and then I will take this but darker inside, just to now let's make this smaller here, also this point a little bit smaller. Let's keep on going. You see, I'm making those beautiful reflections. Okay, so now you can have the feeling, the real feeling of those reflections. The only part that it's still missing is here. So I take the right color, then I make the correction, which means I take this color and I fix here. Alright, then I make it really small. You see this line? I just bring it down here. Very light. I don't press too much. Then I go back with my black. Oops. Make it bigger. Let's work in detail, and let's make this little thing here. which makes me make a line that is a clean line of reflections, and then another one that is much lighter that makes the transition. You see? Now if I make all this small, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna check and you're gonna see the reflection, right? Alright, so we got this beautiful orange. Now I go back with the orange here. I make this a little bit like that, and then we get a little bit of that orange coming from the top here. It's like the sky, Jesus Christ, you know. It's like we got the saint light. And then I take a little bit of that red of the light, you see, and let's make a little bit of the you see. Now the last thing left, it's in reality, it's really to make a little bit of the front graphics of the light. So I take plain white, I try to make a graphics. I don't know if it looks good or bad, but it's a way to, you know, to give a little bit of personality to that front light. Okay, let's see this all small. Well, the light is not bad. I don't know if you can see it. Ciao Mahmoudi. Oops. Okay, so now the last thing I would like to do is just put a little bit of accent here. But you guys, I think that it's pretty much finished. You know, I can put some cut line, you know, like this one, for example. Oops. This is always because sometimes I get. Okay, so this should be fine. Okay, then here. All right. So we got some cut lines that give a little bit of more better credibility, let's say. Okay. So here we can just make this a little bit darker. You see, here we have our make it really light. You see, when we do that, you have a feeling of that the pillar, the structure that is behind. So it becomes more believable. Then we can go back and make some cut lines like that. Then we have a cut line here. So this one goes here. All right. And this one goes with this front part. Okay, then we take a little bit of the white to make a little bit highlight on that cut line, little highlight, not too strong. Should be a little bit lighter. Yeah, like that is better. We can see it. You see? Now we can see it. Same thing here. And same thing here. Now, cut line here too. Here too. And as you know, I always put a light line here. With a little bit of highlights there. So let's do it. I remake my highlights here because I should be a little bit stronger. You see? Same thing here. Same thing here. Remember, we had also this one. And the same way I sketch on my car, always put a little bit of that glare of white on the glass. Like that. Looks nice. I like it. Okay, so now let's use the black to sign, all right? And today is 12. Yes. Okay, I hope you like it. You tell me, but I really hope you do. Okay, so what do you think? Tell me. It's finished! Ciao Arvind, I'm fine, thanks. Xavier, nice works, thank you. How do you prevent that? The crazy cars take away attention from actual design, the form. Well, you know, that's what I do. I take the colors and I use them to show the volume and the form. That's what basically I do. Okay, so I'm watching into my... Yeah, like that is better. Thank you guys, thank you. I really hope you like it. Thanks. If you want to offer me a coffee, now is the time. Hit that button. Super sticker or super chat. But this is the end of this one. Next week we're gonna be working again with paper. Yeah, it's a little bit like a Lexus, it's true. Thank you. Thanks. So here we are. So you know what? I'm just gonna take it.